Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a lot of people are asking me how I did on the Yes No game show. Well, I'll fill you in on that story. We also have a cruise ship that's got such a big outbreak started on their cruise ship that they've canceled a very popular event on board. We have one cruise ship that's stranded, about 1,800 passengers in Japan. Well, they are now canceling the next two cruises. And Norwegian, after switching all those cruises around, think they have it all solved, and now they have to change the home port for one of those because there's just no place for the cruise ship that day that they want to leave. So first off, right now we have a Princess cruise ship. The Ruby Princess is sailing off into Hawaii, a long cruise, and unfortunately some passengers have started coming down with some sort of gastronomical illness. Have we heard that before on cruise ships? Some sort of gastronomical illness is plaguing the ship, so much so that the captain has canceled a very popular event on board, especially for the elite members that have been loyal to Princess, and that's the Captain's Circle Party. They said, I hope you'll understand, but we just can't do it right now because the number one priority is the safety and health of our passengers and crew members. Well, I guess there's enough people on board with that illness that they don't want to get the captain and the first officers and the hotel director and the maitre d's all sick and come down with something that's going around right now. That would not be a good thing on the ship. So they've canceled that event. So if you happen to be on the Ruby Princess right now, you know that something's going on. It's some sort of gastronomical outbreak. Also, I just reported a couple days ago about all those Taiwanese and Japanese that were stuck on the MSC Bellissima because it developed engine troubles and was stuck in Nala. Well, apparently it is so bad now that they've even canceled the next two cruises going on the Bellissima and hopes to repair the ships, and the engineers are flown down. They had to fly them all down from Europe. There was nobody in the area that familiarized enough with the mechanics of the MSC cruise ship that they had to get some experts flown in from Europe down into Japan. So hopefully they can get it up and running. The ship itself is a beautiful ship, and I hope they get everybody safe and sound home, the ones that were stranded, and we get the other people absolutely, unfortunately, two canceled cruises. Let's hope no more cruises are canceled for those folks. Next, we also have Norwegian Cruise Line, who has been switching and changing and canceling cruises left and right right now. And now they seem to have one that they have to leave a day early now because Port Canaveral is too busy that day. They don't have availability on Saturday, December the 7th, I think it was, to leave out of Port Canaveral, so now they have to leave a day early. So they're having some issues as they try to redeploy their feet and get everything going a little bit smoother, more economical for them, perhaps save a little fuel, save a little cost, etc. They must be saving money somewhere if they're offering every single one of these cruises 10% future cruise credit. That means they're giving away 10% of the profit from all their cruises that they've been canceling, which is thousands and thousands and thousands of cruises. So they must be making this money back somewhere else, and so they must be making some savings with all these changes they've been doing on all of their ships. Now, let's talk about the Yes No game show. I had hundreds of people watching me for the Yes No game show here on the ship, not just people in my group. So many people know that that's what I like to do when I'm on the ship, that they were all there and cheering me on and everything. And I started off really, really rocky. Cole is really fun. He's a really fun cruise director on board. And I've never met Cole before until this cruise, so I didn't know what to expect and everything, but he was really good. Like, he played this up like it's a big challenge between him. He's been practicing for months and everything. But what was weird is that somebody had given me a notepad, and it says yes, no on the like a scratch pad, and you could rip it off and say yes, no. So I was thinking in my head because they keep on telling you can't say no, you can't say we, you can't do this, you can't do that. But they never ever say you can't point to the word yes or no. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking I'm going to do this when I get up there, and he starts his speech about how he's been practicing for months and months and months. And as he's doing that, I'm reaching in my pocket and I'm trying to pull out this notepad, this little pad, but it's such a small pad like this. And I'm sitting down on this high stool and I'm wearing tight pants to begin with, that I just was struggling to get it out. And then he started, and I'm still struggling to get it out. And I realized that me struggling, reaching into my pants pocket over and over, it kind of looks awkward on film. So I stopped that, and he started into the questions right away, and I was already thrown for a loop. I was off my rhythm. Normally, I'm very methodical in my answers. I'm thinking it through, and I'm taking my time, and I just started talking. And that's the worst thing you can do in the yes-no game show, is just continue to talk and answer. And he knocked me out in 41 seconds. 41, that's like the worst I've done in about 7 cruises now. So I was pretty embarrassed, and everyone was disappointed there. They're, oh, no. And Cole was gloating away, and he was having a good time. But then as I was walking away, they called me back and said, hey, Don, why don't you take on Cole? And Cole was, I guess they've done this a few times before. Normally it's the worst player up there. I was definitely not the worst player up there at the time on the night, for sure. Many people got under 15 seconds, 18 seconds, 20 seconds. But when I get up and then I got to go against Cole, and the cruise directors are normally really, really good at this. So I've gotten a few cruise directors out in my time. So I know how to play this game, and I knew what to do. And so I started in with the yes-no questions right away. It's not, what I mean by that is questions that you can basically only answer with yes and no. You can't ask somebody, what's your favorite cruise line? Because they can go off and, oh, I really like this cruise line, but my favorite ship is this cruise ship that's on that cruise line. I was on it once before, and you know what I mean? They keep going on and on like this. Well, I immediately started in, so how long have you been a cruise director? And he goes, 6 years. And I said, always with Princess? And he goes, no. And I caught him right away with the first yes-no question. 6 seconds. So all crews now I've been calling Cole 6-second man. Everybody in my group, all 250 some people, have been calling him the 6-second man. And I'm hoping to plan something, a little surprise for him later on in this cruise. I'll tell you all about it. I'll film that and show you. Now, because I was doing the yes-no game show, and because of where they do the yes-no game show now in the Piazza, it's not filmed. And normally I can, get an SD card with the recording on it, because they would play it in the rooms, but this is canceled. They not in this ship, because it's all in the Piazza. They don't film anything in the Piazza. So Tony filmed it. I know he put it on the end of his video the other day, but it's way up high. It's up on deck 9, and I was down on deck 7. So I'm gonna reach out to you guys, because no one was recording. I couldn't record. I was up there. So if anyone out here has any video footage from a lower level than deck 9, and that, please, if you can, just send me a copy of it to my email address. It's always below all my videos, dterris@travelonly.com. I'd much appreciate it. I'd like to see what it looks like. We had a really good time interacting between Cole and I, back and forth, banter. And I can hear it, but I can't really see it real well. I would like to see a lower level shot. So if anyone out there I would love it if you would send it to me, and I'd be very, very appreciative. In the meantime, Let's hope those people get on the Bellissima after 2 weeks of canceled. Let's hope that the people on the Ruby Princess start recovering really quickly and they can get that cruise back to normal in Hawaii. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.